Hey, all you photography nuts out there. I want to share with you a cool little thing that you can add to your arsenal as far as marketing or just showing off your images or things like that. If you want to go just beyond a basic business card. And that are these little 4.5 by 6-inch photo books that you can get from Walgreens Photo. They are actually fantastic. The price is fantastic. The print quality is actually way better than I thought. And I actually use these as a street photographer. I put one of these, I always have one of these in my messenger bag, which is what I use for my camera bag. And I have them in there, just to show people stuff. If someone were to either question me on the street or just want to stop and talk about, what I'm doing, which I just had that happen, ironically, a few days ago. I was setting up a shot in this alleyway, and someone was actually coming down the alley, and what I was trying to set up didn't work, so I was starting to walk away, and he just came up behind me and said, "Hey, what were you seeing that other people wouldn't see as a photographer?" And we actually had a really cool conversation for a few minutes. And I was just talking about, Appleton and some images that I got, in a small city like Appleton. I was able to just pull out the book, and because I just wanted to show them the cover image, as opposed to a little business card or trying to pull it up on my website. To just have this book and be able to show them the cover was handy. So I think there could be a lot of purposes or uses for it as a street photographer, but I like to have something like print-wise that people can look at and can hold and things like that, and I can quickly point out some images that are fairly well known or bestsellers or whatever. And so these little books are great. I think if you're a photographer in any genre, these could probably come in handy. I know for my real estate photography business, I'm sure if there was a really high-end client that I happened to run into or whatever, who I knew, this instead of a business card, would be, probably preferable. Costs more money, obviously, but so anyway. So what I do is I put a cover on here. I just put basic, street photography by Mike Berman, focal point photography, blah, blah, blah on there. And then I actually you get 20 pages for $10, and then I always look for a coupon code so I get 50% off. But I use the first page to just put my basically like a business card. I put my name, I have my email address, my website address, blah, 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 blah on there. And then I get to my images. And then, what I do is I just in this book, I decided to start with some black and white stuff and things like that. And then, get to the second half of the book. I have some color images in there, things like that. And these are great. And the print quality, I was really surprised for Walgreens. I mean, the colors, the saturation, the color temperature, the contrast, and things like that were actually really, really good. I wasn't really sure. I'm like, well, these are probably aren't going to be that good. And the first time I ordered them, I was really impressed. And they put them like on a luster paper, which I'm a fan of. I'm not a fan of that really like high gloss stuff, but I don't want the completely dull matte finish either. When I print my stuff for art shows, it's always on luster paper, so I'm just used to it, and I really like that. So these are great. So what I do is we'll go to the computer here in a minute, and I will run through, kind of show you how to get set up. But I wait until there's a 50% off sale. So I'll create the book, I'll sort of have it ready to go, and then I'll look up a coupon code if they have one currently. If not, I may have to check back in a week or two. You check for 50% off photo books. And then instead of $10, these are only $5, and then I have them shipped to the store, so there's no shipping. You pick the closest Walgreens, you have it shipped to the store. Usually takes about a week, a good week and a half, and then you'll get notification that they're there, and you just go pick them up. And so these are nice. These are nice and handy. They fit in my pocket. They fit in my camera bag very well. There's just a nice little thing to have for the price. You really can't beat it. So let's go to the computer, and I will show you how to get set up. So here we are on the Walgreens website, and what you do, this is actually Walgreens Photo. You go to books, and I believe, here we go, 4.5 by 6 is what you want. And you're gonna pick Studio, because these other ones, the layouts get really funky, and they have, backgrounds and clip art and things like that. You don't want any of that. You just want simple stuff like that. And it'll tell you right here, it starts at $9.99, 20 pages included. If you want more pages, it's $2 for 2 pages. Okay, so then you go to make this photo book, and they will actually sort of prepare a little layout for you. And then what you do is you want to upload photos for the booklet, and you're going to get them from your computer, and you want a new album. And I would, you just call it whatever you want, street book. And then you're going to select some photos. And here, I'm just going to pick like some from my second book just to show you. Here's some verticals, horizontals, things like that. You open them up, and these are all sort of print ready. So they'll upload them into your album. And then I believe what you do is, I think you have to select them all. So you would click on them like that, or maybe not. Select all. Oh, here we go. I actually did the opposite. I was unselecting them. So then you're going to add those 7, and then here's some video about how to do it. I'm actually kind of doing some of that for you right here. But anyway, so like this would be the cover. And then the pages are in here. This is the inside cover. It's going to be blank. Here's where, for me, I don't put a photo. I add text in here. And you can change stuff. So if we do like that, you can change the size. This first page is more about, and you can delete this. Like here, it gives you the box for it. We're going to delete the whole box because I just want it to be about text. And then, you can move it around. You can add boxes, color, delete, whatever. Mine's very simple. I just want basic information on there. So that's what I did. And you can see the spread. You can see all the pages laid out like this. It's really kind of handy. So you would just go here. Like obviously they've given you, when they give you 2 boxes, I don't want that. I delete them. But let's say I wanted to add or make it a different, if I wanted gray in the background, or if I wanted white, I usually just like simple white. And then, the text box I can get rid of like that. And it's already made for a horizontal. So I kind of want to work with it the best I can. I'm going to drag it in there, and it pretty much sizes it for you. Now this would be a bleed. But if you don't want the bleed, again, you could delete it, and then you could pick the layout that you want over here. Again, I would probably just do that because I want white. But let's say I wanted, let's get rid of that actually. Let me get rid of the box too, delete that. You can go to more down here maybe. One photo layout. I'm hoping they have, it looks like they mostly have horizontals here. So let's try, we're going to see if we can get one to work with a vertical here and see what it does. I think what it's going to, it's going to fill it. Okay, so then what you have to do is you do have to, you could zoom in, which obviously we don't want to do, but we are going to take it and move it like this. And I can kind of see the borders of it as you start to stretch like this. And then it'll give you that line in the middle. Hey, I want it to be centered horizontally. Vertically, I think it's too big. It's not going to find, there it is, right there. Okay, so there's sort of the happy spot. I want some borders on it, things like that. And then you can go to the next page, and again, you're just, you can delete these and then just add whatever you want. Let's say you do want 2 side by side, you have 2 squares or something like that, and so you can do that. And so that's really how easy it is. It's just kind of drag and drop and playing with the layouts over here. Obviously you want to save, I always go to save as. I save it as, street pocket, something like that. And then I would save it, like that, and then off and running. Once you're done with it and it's complete, then you review your order and you add the coupon, and the coupon code gives you 50% off. You choose your ship to store, closest store to you, blah blah blah, and you're good to go. So I definitely recommend that. I think that's, for $5, it's it's not going to be some amazing thing, but it's quite handy actually. So hope that helps you out. Check out my links and things below. Hit the streets, keep taking photos. We'll talk to you soon with another video. Thanks. Bye bye.